Will, I should also mention very important news story here on WhatsApp. And I hope everybody's made it to this point in the video because there's a lot of WhatsApp users out there. And there's been some spyware situation, a spyware attack has potentially compromised anyone who uses WhatsApp. If they were targeted specifically, they could currently be compromised unless they update. So the good news here is that we now know about this particular exploit, and WhatsApp has patched it, fixed it, if you go ahead and update. But it's kind of a scary vulnerability, in fact. If you scroll up a little bit here, Will, the way that this worked is it could get into your entire communications. It could basically intercept. It could unencrypt, decrypt your WhatsApp communication and get access to essentially everything you're transmitting through WhatsApp. And WhatsApp, of course, very important messenger, probably the most widely used messenger, owned by Facebook. Tons of users. Will, give us a quick Google on how many WhatsApp users are out there in the world. It's an incredible number. I heard it earlier. 1.5 billion. You believe this? 1.5 billion users. Like, what other app can claim that? I mean, I guess Facebook probably. And that's probably that. But it's bananas how many people use WhatsApp. So that's why this news is so important. You should go on Android, on iOS, patch this thing right now. Now, the way that this exploit had been used was to target human rights activists. Like, this is the crazy part. They believe it was somehow involved in various human rights situations, going after journalists and things like this. Kind of a wild story. On Sunday, the lawyer received 2 calls that John Scott Rylton, a senior researcher at the University of Toronto Citizen Lab, believes were part of the attack. Citizen Lab is an academic security research group that investigates digital threats to society, groups, and online freedom of expression. So these are the types of people that were being targeted. It was they were going after whoever got control of this particular exploit was going. They had a very specific agenda. This is a vulnerability that would have enabled attackers to take over a phone with a missed call. That's incredible. So it's a pretty wild situation. You can dive a little deeper if you're interested in this kind of thing. But ultimately, the takeaway, the important part, is go update your WhatsApp. And apparently this exploit has been patched. But it's that's the future warfare type stuff, Will. Mm-hmm. It's cyber digital, attacks. Cyber, information warfare. That's the future of that. So here's what you do. On iPhone, open the App Store, select your updates, select WhatsApp, update. On Android, Play Store, tap the 3 lines in the upper left corner, update your WhatsApp, force the update on either platform. Consider yourself warned. We're doing some serious work out here, Will. Saving the world. Mm-hmm. I mean, you probably already heard about this, but we got to get it out there anyways.
Yeah.
It's important.